things today. Yeah, I'm excited. If it's anything like the seed I got just before this, we're gonna be here for 3 hours, I think. Hopefully it's not that bad. Ah, there's Zeke.
Oh yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, well, I wasted about 30 seconds of intro there because when they said they'd send us live, I thought they were sending us live. So.
Oh, you have to go
hi,
there
everybody.
yourself.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Alright, SJF is an E-Tank, which is not the worst thing in the world. It could be Grapple Beam. That's always a sign you're about to get an atrocious pile of garbage when you get Grapple Beam first. But an E-Tank means the Scarabs won't kill them unless they go out of their way to die by Scarabs. So with that, we are on our way to the first actual in logic check, Hive Totem.
Yep.
That looks like a Powerbomb expansion and landing site, which is fine, I guess. Hopefully they'll find another one so they don't have to deal with the worst of Powerbomb routing.
One power bomb is just a bad time.
It really is.
Okay, let's make our usual futile attempt to see if we can recognize what's on the ledge.
I think it's a ball upgrade. Is that Morph Ball? Alright, missiles on half pipe, it looks like. Alright, we'll have another look when Sal gets here.
Yeah.
And E-Tank on Vault Ledge.
Yeah, that's definitely an E-Tank. Good.
Depending on what's on Vault Ledge. Alright, I have the Twitch stream pulled up. Bear with us, our commentary stream is a lower resolution than we would like.
It's lower resolution than like a flip book. Yeah, that's a morph upgrade, alright.
I think that's Morph Ball, judging by the size.
Yeah, probably right. This is something that I hadn't learned until recently, but Boost Ball is smaller than Morph Ball.
Yep, like half the size, almost.
Yeah. So Sasquatch well on his way to Hive Mecca.
Yep, I did not see what that was. You didn't look at it very long. Lining up for the dash. Space jump.
Aha!
And Sasquatch trying to open the door, but he has no missiles. He has
Oh.
cheat boots.
Yeah, I had a feeling when I saw Morph Ball there that Space Jump would have to be early because
It
after
has
all,
to.
what you used to get it.
It has to, yeah. Morph Ball locks off so much of Chozo. Theoretically, you can get it in Magmor, but I've only ever seen that once, honestly.
I've seen it before as well, but again, very rare.
Mm-hmm. This is slightly inconvenient because they'll have to come back for the missile checks, but it's hardly the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Space Jump could be in Training Chamber, for example.
Yeah. I think it was Op who used to call this 1.0 start, having Morph on Hive Mecha, because that's the slowest start you can possibly have, and apparently it was common in version 1.0.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sasquatch getting first missiles here. You don't even have to do it. Sasquatch is doing a slope jump to get some extra height off the half pipe. You don't even need to do that. You can just jump from the top there.
Yeah, that's what I've gotten in the habit of doing lately.
Yeah, it's straightforward. E-Tank here. Excellent. They won't be dying unless there's too many Scarabs.
Yeah, 2 E-Tanks is a really good amount for the early game.
And just missiles in Vault. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Bonk. By the by, that door Sasquatch passed through is not open in Vanilla. It is a one-way door in Vanilla, but Randomizer has changed it so that it's two-way. It's a pretty nice routing option. I think it was Alton Naruto who made that patch.
Yeah, it probably was.
Alright, we're going to see a nice L jump here to get to Morph Ball.
Yeah, Space Jump is
oops.
flexible. Every one of these items can be got in 2 or 3 different ways just with Space Jump.
Yep. Yeah, Space Jump is powerful.
Ah, looks like as a backup, Sasquatch is going to do the dash that I usually do.
I dash off of the root bridge. You have to bend back, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
Cool, that's another option. I haven't seen that before.
I think he's grabbing L again.
Yeah, that could be it.
Sal catches up, does a nice R jump to get more falling. He's pulled ahead for now. And Sasquatch gonna try the L jump again. There we go.
All right, both players armed with the key item that Samus is known for, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, already we're seeing a route divergence. Sasquatch is opting to go back to Talon immediately.
Aha.
And Sal is opting to fight beetles, but he meant to go for a dash and jumped in by mistake. It happens. I do it too.
Yeah. He still can get away without having the fight. Because
Oh yeah, he just gets to listen to beetle music for a minute, and that's terrible.
Yep. But the thing in favor of Sasquatch's option is that when he comes back, he'll be able to get the bomb item as well, whereas Sal has to wait for that.
Well, I hope Sasquatch knows. Wow, very crash site might be something. Sal just picked up Grape Suit.
Yep. That could be a good sign, but it's more often a bad sign because it indicates you might have to go to Frigate or something.
Ugh. Seed I had earlier, Frigate was required.
Yep.
And Varia was an MQB, and it was a bad seed.
Yeah, 2.5 seems to favor bad seeds as much as 2.4 favored good ones.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Sasquatch looks like he's setting up for the root cave dash.
Well, he has space jump, it's all he needs.
Oh, he got it, but he jumped off. Aww.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's a tricky dash for newer players, so good on him for getting it, almost getting it. Even getting it and just unfortunately falling off, jumping off supers.
Ooh, that's a good find.
Yeah, sure, if you mean the exact opposite of that.
Oh? What's bad about a super missile?
Biohazard containment.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, it's also a very handy item in general.
It kills things.
Yeah. Kills important.
I suppose
like
it's better supers now than supers on OP.
Yes, certainly.
Sal acquired an
Supers alone.
E-Tang where?
That was behind Hive Mecha.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, but supers alone make such a big difference on EXO that I will always be glad to get them.
I mean, no, I am too. It's just...
Oh yeah, it's true
I've
that
had too many seeds where I've been burned by bad supers locations.
Yes. They can bode ill, that's true. Sasquatch persisting in his attempts to get the root cave item, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
In my first round, I gave up on it a couple of times, figuring I would come back later, and boy, did I regret that decision.
What was there?
Oh, what was up there? I think it was... Man, I can't even remember now, but it might have been super missiles, which I needed to get plasma beam and biohazard.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yo!
Yeah.
This wasn't even 2.5!
No, that was 2.2.2.
Wow.
We've gone through a lot of versions in this tournament alone.
Yeah. We went from 2.2.2 to 2.5 already. We skipped 2.3.
Yeah, we didn't even use that.
And yeah, crush damage from pistons is a thing. No, Sasquatch, you're probably going to want to check freaking crash site.
Yeah, he has space jump, so he can get what's there. And, of course, Artifact 10.
Yeah. He will have to do some shenanigans, some minor shenanigans to get it, but it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
A
Dash
very
is made
lenient
of-
dash with space jump, or a slope jump, which is very lenient with space jump.
Yep. Bash has made an excellent tutorial for that item and all the ways to get it, so I recommend checking that out.
Alright, so coming up here is Artifact Temple and Artifact Hints. And we'll see what 2.5 has blessed us with this time.
Figure a 50-50 chance we're going to see PCA today.
Oh, fast.
Nice, boost ball.
Sal also going for Oh, so Sal went for root cave dash and landed on the root. I don't think he realized what had happened and walked off, but he could have totally jumped to the platform.
What a shame.
Yeah, it's such a rare niche thing. You probably wouldn't even realize that that route is standable until it happens by mistake.
Yeah, I think that happened to me recently, and I couldn't figure out how to jump up. I'll have to look into that.
Hmm. Oh, Sasquatch is gracing us with hints.
Excellent.
Fiery Shores, fine. Store Depot B, fine. Boost ball required, but he has it. Workstation is fine. Root cave. Oh. And plasma processing, man. These aren't terrible hints.
If you know you have to go there, then it's not all that bad.
Yeah, like...
What really makes it painful is making the check and not having anything there.
Yes. Like, these artifacts could be a lot worse, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I would take it after some of the abominations I've gotten.
Yeah. For instance, there's only one mines room there, but it's a very easy mines room, one of the easiest.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Mop of Justice has copied and pasted all those artifact locations.
Yay.
Always handy to have someone in chat who does that. Usually it's Captain MD.
Of course, we don't know where artifact number 7 is, which is Phazon suit.
Yes.
You just straight up hard require Phazon suit to beat the game. Just a missile and friggin' crash site, unfortunately.
Nicely executed scan dash to get it.
Yep. So I would guess Watery Hall. Yeah, Watery Hall, the underwater item. Yeah, Stored DFB is Vanilla Grapple, we should have specified, since that's a very vague room. Yeah. Like, Ruined Transport Tunnel. That could refer to, like, half the rooms in this game.
That is true. In fact, there are 2 Transport Tunnel Bs. I was just quaking with rage when I found that out, but there are.
Yeah...
One in Tal and one in Magmor, and fortunately only one of them has an item in it, so we don't need to distinguish in some way in the artifact hints.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I said it's easy to get to, certainly casually it's not, but we often either have grapple when we go there, or can do a scan dash to get to the door nice and easy.
Or just even an R jump.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I suppose that's... yeah, it's not that far.
You can do an R jump from the protruding spider track if you are doing the speedrun climb.
Al making his crash site check. Or no, coming back from.
Yeah.
Well, Sasquatch returns, and now he's probably going to do his ruined shrine check because he can get the bomb item as well.
Mm-hmm. Missile, or main plaza tree is just a missile.
Too bad.
Yeah.
One of the few really good things that early super missiles often forebode is that something good will be in the tree.
Mm-hmm. Sasquatch not quite sure where to go. I think he's just decided, yeah, he's going to Ruin Shrine. Whoops. Beetle boops his missile into this
area. Sometimes it takes a little while to decide which way to go.
Hmm. Beetle booped missile into the sky.
Yeah. Sal getting his artifact hints. Never too early.
Yep.
Sasquatch successfully skipping the beetle fight, but we'll see if that luck holds.
For a moment, I thought he was setting up to go to the wave door, because that's where he moved to dash to the weird standable spot by the wave door.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah, you don't have to go that high. You can just stand on the lowest part of the half pipe and still get more than enough height. Yeah. There we go.
Actually, I think I misunderstood you. What I do is I do a slope jump off the thing that the item is on there.
Hmm.
That's another room that Bash has made a good tutorial for, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sasquatch has his gravity suit.
Yep.
Can't
and Sal just opting to read the hints where he is. Sasquatch opting to not go through Hive Totem, which, fair enough, he doesn't have bombs, which he might want. This is a bit of a risk. Sasquatch didn't do that loop already, right?
I think he got the missile wall item.
Oh, okay. I know Sal did. I don't know if Sasquatch did. But regardless, he just might not want to go back there without bombs so we can get it all in one soup, which, fair enough. We know that it'll work out. But
Yeah.
from Sasquatch's perspective, if I'm understanding everything correctly, this is a small gamble. Rune found... Oh, wow, I wasn't even looking. Whoops.
Yeah, those guys give you all the horizontal momentum.
Everything does. You don't have a sideways speed cap, so if you get booped from the side, you go flying.
Yeah, it's true. Some enemies just seem particularly notable for that.
Yeah, like the icicles in Fendrana do 60 knockback to you from the side, or they just do 60 knockback, and your speed cap is like 11.
Yeah, it makes you. It gives you basically the most speed you can get in the game.
Well, theoretically, if you can find sideways momentum, you can theoretically go infinitely fast.
Yeah, but once you've taken that hit, there's nothing to make you to help you increase your speed, right?
No, in that case, no. But in theory, if you can keep getting speed, you can accelerate infinitely. Not that there's enough space anywhere in the game.
In theory, though, we could get one of those big rigs over-the-road racing situations where you speed up so fast you go into negative speed and...
oh, jeez. Oh, Spider Ball.
Okay, Spider Ball. This is a good time to get it.
Yeah, Sasquatch can now do Upper Dynamo in one go, and he never has to come back here.
Yeah, problem,
he doesn't have a Power Bomb. Ooh.
Yeah,
Power Bomb routing.
We all kick ourselves. And even worse, we get the guaranteed Power Bomb in this room because the enemies haven't respawned yet.
He needs to reload the room to get that.
Yep.
So, I think the top speed of Scan Dash is like 38 units, or that's... If you lock in at, like, optimal time, I think it's 38. I think you need, like, a dash speed of 36 to do the ship save dash from ship to Artifact Temple. You do need Mom's Arboretum, so yeah, so Sasquatch will not be going there.
Yeah, it's the only thing in the game that looks like it should be just a bomb wall which you can kill with power bombs, but actually isn't.
But also, even if that wasn't the case, you just need bombs for Flogger anyways. I mean...
Oh yeah, of course.
If you have enough power bombs in theory, you could do it, but... Oh, there's bombs.
About time. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of fun to be had in a good bomb chase, but there's also a lot of wasted time.
Bombs and transport axes in Fendrana.
That's not terrible if you get early plasma.
It is. It's terrible. It was terrible. Thardus was the start of that chain, for the record.
Oh, wow.
Like, Thardus literally had supers, and then he had to go all the way back to Main Plaza.
The game is definitely trolling you anytime you have to go to Thardus without bombs, because you can get yourself permastuck that way.
Not permastuck, but...
Oh, well, whatever the word is for it.
Softlock? There's a spider track in the back you can get without bombs that no one ever uses.
Yeah, you get frozen as a morph ball and there's no escape.
You can? Oh.
Yeah, you have to lay bombs to escape from being frozen as a ball.
Oh. Well then.
Yeah, so that's just a soft lock.
Huh.
Anyway, we got Varia now. Good times.
Yeah, nah, rip frigate. I mean, the sea could still give them ice thermal wave beam. That could be a nightmare.
The dream of plasma and biohazard is still alive. But no, having suffered that, I would not wish it on anyone. Okay, here comes Zoid.
RNG boss. Zoid has a difference between best and worst times of 35 seconds.
Yeah.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, it's just the difference between first and 15th in any percent rankings. I'm just guessing. It's probably even more than that.
Or wait, sorry, what?
Oh, I was just speculating that 30 seconds could make the difference between first and 15th place or whatever.
No. That's like 8 minutes you're talking there.
Oh, really?
Of IGT, yeah.
Oh, I assumed that the race was more that the game was more optimized by now.
It is, but it's so difficult to be optimal in this game. Like, even a good runner like Bash is like put left in the dust by T3.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sal unfortunately went to Dynamo before Watery Hall Underwater, and now gets to go back.
Well, it's not very much of a backtrack, fortunately.
No, but it is rude.
Yeah, I can see his frustration with having to do it in this order.
Yeah.
You kick
Zoid
yourself for a second, but then you move on.
Yeah. Zoid is never like Prime Prime runs in general just aren't at the point where it's worth resetting over Zoid, and it never will be because Prime is such a technical and volatile game that it's just not worth it.
Okay. One thing I was speculating about recently, though, was the fact that since boost jumping, which is as stupidly precise as it is technically faster than bomb jumping. So if times continue to improve ad infinitum, then eventually the best players will have to be the ones who can get a boost jump every time.
I don't think that'll ever happen. Prime is already...
Yeah. Hearing what you say about how the game works, I agree. We won't get to that point. But theoretically, it would happen.
Yeah, Prime is too stupid of a game for that.
Yeah.
For that to really be the 20XX of Prime. Oh, I like how he filled in like most of the left side of the tracker. That looks pretty good.
Yeah. Ha.
Alright, looks like Sal just about to start. Incinerator drone. So Sal's coming up on the last... Oh no, there's 2 checks Sasquatch can make here. He can make both runners checks, right? Now this is what I would do if I was Sasquatch. Do the upper first and then lower furnace, since it's not like you're gonna get wave or ice in either check.
Right.
What is that?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I think that's an E-tank. Sasquatch was about to go towards crossplay, realizes he doesn't have wave and leaves. He will have wave now, I bet, in the next 10 seconds. Oh, no, alright.
Nope.
Only one slightly rude shenanigan here.
Yep,
in Dynamo.
So your then lower logic still holds.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I would do the same thing Sasquatch did every time.
It's on to Flagra.
In this situation. I don't know if Sasquatch will do Flagra.
Mm-hmm.
He has so much that... Oh, but you know what else? Ghosts. I would do Flagra, just to do ghosts.
Yeah, the other thing is, he's just not going to pass through this area again anytime soon, and it puts him in a nice position to go make his Magmor checks afterward.
I mean, that hasn't stopped people from skipping Flagra before.
No, but it often turns out to be a mistake.
And Sasquatch is also opting to it. Honestly, I would do the same. Well, actually, I don't know. I guess it depends on how I'm feeling that night.
Yeah, wonder if he's going to try Magma Pool.
Even if he fails the dash, he has gravity to get out of the lava quite easily.
Yeah, and plenty of E-tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not often Oh, he's just going into the lava. Fair enough. Yeah, it's not often Flagra has something, but when he does, you feel bad.
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
There's not one player in the community who hasn't been burned by skipping Flagra at least once.
Just missiles, unfortunately. Very finicky missiles. Sasquatch doing a small dash back. You can dash all the way back if you're very precise about it, but
yeah.
With Gravity Suit, you'll definitely be fine just boosting through the lava, or damage boosting through it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now that Sasquatch has bombs, he's going to go make the ruined gallery check.
Yeah,
Smart man.
this makes sense. Yep.
This is a check you do not want to leave behind and find out there was something in it later.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to anyways, and then you come back and it's just why.
Yeah.
Taking a good look at those wasps before he moves on.
Yeah. Okay, what do you have for us today?
5 missiles.
Just a missile.
Oh, Sasquatch didn't get this item.
Oh yeah,
in
the
Ruined
wall
Gallery.
destroyed. That's right.
And you could hear the hum of the item.
What a bizarre decision.
He must have forgotten. This isn't. You don't just do that in Rando.
Yeah, there's no logical reason, so you're right, he must have forgotten. This is like how people were speculating in my race last night about why in God's name I would pass up space jump in Upper Furnace. The answer was I thought it was a missile tank. So there's always an answer, it's just not necessarily a good answer.
I mean, I didn't know that. I kind of did the same thing in one of my races where I didn't realize Grapple Edge had space jump because it looked kind of like missiles at that distance.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sasquatch won't be punished for skipping the other Ruined Gallery item.
Yeah,
but
he's lucky this time.
Yeah, he's lucky. Oh, Sal's going to fight Flogger, I just realized.
Oh, so he is.
And getting bullied by wasps a little bit.
Yep. This is a tricky bomb jump. It sometimes takes a few tries. But there we go.
Yeah, don't skip ghosts. Not this time. It's in logic for once.
Yeah, if it's in logic, don't skip it. So meanwhile, we're getting our first Magmor check on Sasquatch's side. Just an E-Tank. But in Magmor, E-Tanks are always welcome. Sal with far too much energy to even bother refilling before Flogger. So we'll get to enjoy several enthralling cutscenes.
What's that? Oh, it's Wave Beam.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's Wave Beam and Triclops.
Yeah, there we go. First beam, nearly half an hour in.
Not the worst place in the world for Wave Beam.
No.
Could be ghosts.
And when you don't get Wave Beam before Chozo, then you don't have to worry about Tower of Light checks, which is always nice.
Yep. Missiles there.
Yeah.
I just noticed Sasquatch has 6 E-Tanks.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be dying anytime soon unless something goes very long and wrong. And he lands in a gel zap in the wrong spot.
Yeah, especially since Phazon Suit is a required item, so he's sure to get full damage reduction by the end. With full damage reduction and 6 E-Tanks, you can be very confident heading into Exo and Essence.
Oh yeah. Does Sasquatch have, Ooh. Good shot. Does Sasquatch have a power bomb? Well, he does now.
Check before you go up there, Sasquatch.
Yes. I would personally check short tunnel to see if I need to farm another one.
Yeah.
But maybe he has 2. He knows he has 2 and we don't. I couldn't tell what was on Flagra.
Yeah, I can't quite tell either. Ooh, that looks important. It's a visor.
X-ray, the good one.
Yeah.
Now you can do vanilla OP.
Yeah.
Night Wolf. So those bomb slots aren't terrible. They're pretty large, actually. If you do it enough times, you'll generally be fine. And hey, Reggie, welcome to a not terrible seed.
Yeah, so far it's going pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
Just a
Sasquatch.
missile on the thing there.
Looks like Sasquatch
turning
won.
around to go do TTA, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to defend Rando at this point. Yeah, until vanilla phase on. Phase on can just instantly upend all expectations of a seed, of course. Or instantly turn a seed from decent to horrible. Our artifacts are okay. They're not great, but it's not like biohazard containment or anything. Like elite research. Oh wait, Mop, do you have... Mop has a thing.
Artifact locations, yeah.
Yeah. Sasquatch got an artifact. Oh, right.
Mython said,
this
took me
room
several
can be...
seconds to realize he meant my bad and not say mother brain.
Wow, this room is being difficult for Sasquatch. Wow, main power bombs. That's where main power bombs were in my seed earlier.
Yeah, I had one with that too recently.
This is the seed where I enforced heck run.
Ah. So we're going to get to see Fendrana in a bit. Checks there. Unfortunately, Sasquatch can't get most of them because he doesn't have plasma.
I mean, you can still look at them. The only one he's really sad about is Chozo Ice Temple.
Yeah.
Ghosts are giving Sal some trouble. He's still at it.
Yeah. By the way, very important note to everyone watching. Those ice walls can be shattered with charge of any beam, not just plasma beam. I embarrassed myself severely yesterday by not realizing that.
It looks like Sal is... Okay, there we go. He finally hits his super.
Yeah.
What does... and it's the Ghost Jabate.
Oh,
just
no.
5 missiles for Sal's trouble.
Poor Sal.
Ugh.
Never has to wonder what was here.
No.
So Sasquatch can at least peep these items that require plasma, but he can't get them for a while.
Yeah. You can get this item, though.
Yes. And sometimes we see, in the weeklies, for some reason, we saw bombs here all the time.
Oh, jeez.
Just a missile today.
5 full missiles.
There is never a bad time for Count Von Camp.
Sal going back for his Dream Gallery check. He'll get 5 more missiles for his trouble.
Yep. But again, one that you don't want to leave behind.
Yep.
Sasquatch probably going to go do,
What's
Chozo
in
Ice.
Upper Shorelines?
Pardon me?
What was that in Upper Shorelines?
Looked like an E-Tank.
Ah, okay.
Though he does have the wherewithal to get the item if he wants.
Oh, yeah, you're right,
Yeah, so if it was an E-Tank, that explains why he's not pursuing it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
My favorite thing to be on the top of a lighthouse is the main power bomb upgrade, because it makes it actually look like a lighthouse.
My favorite thing is Phazon suit. This is not actually true. Yeah, Plasma Beam Strong in Prime.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But hey, you get it first in Echoes, right?
doing my least favorite morph puzzle in the game. It's just such a pain. And he's demonstrating how by accidentally failing to take out both those blocks, which happens once in a while.
Oh, geez, Interslice. Wow.
Wow, yeah, that is awful.
Oh, wow. What? I'm just and was this random elevators? This was random elevators. Although supers in early mines makes it terrible anyways. It was random elevators. Okay.
I gotta watch some of these other 2.5 scene races. It seems like everyone's been having just as miserable a time as I had.
So that's almost reasonable if supers weren't in early mines.
Mm.
Yeah, I had just gotten off of my tournament race, and the terrible essence, the salt-inducing essence. The path between mines and shorelines was horrible. Oh, jeez.
Alright, Sasquatch now heading for Ice Ruins West, which has just one item, likewise inaccessible, but is also linked to Fendrana Canyon.
Yeah. Looks like you're checking this item first, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Alright, Sal going for his wave. Yeah, it can do a lot worse for a troll seed like that.
Yeah. So what do you have for us today, Canyon?
It is 5 missiles, probably.
Almost certainly.
Oh?
No, that looks better than 5 missiles.
I think it's rather nice, actually.
Like a beam combo.
Wow.
Or possibly ice beam. Well, that opens up a lot more of the game.
Yeah. Now Sasquatch can route through labs without having to worry about backtracking out of there.
Yep, that's very important. There's nothing worse than going forward through labs, desperately praying for ice beam, and then having to turn around.
Yeah, Sasquatch not knowing he can jump on the boxes to get out from the front there.
Ah. Yeah, if all else failed, he could even do the vanilla method of using boost ball.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Unless it's vanilla phase on suit, then that's pretty good content. Frigate is non-logic until thermal is found. That is correct. Not that you need thermal, but it's not in logic yet. So plasma isn't. I mean, it's possible for plasma to be there, but it's you want to find thermal before committing to frigate. I feel like in these settings.
Yeah. It's only 3 checks, and it's a pretty time-consuming place.
Yeah, unless you're doing it reverse, and even then it's not great, but it's a lot better than from the front.
Yeah.
You ever had a seed so bad you wish you had bombs and biohazard containment? That is... that's still the same... No, that was a seed with supers on Thardus. That was a starting point for bombs.
Right.
I was so bad I uploaded it to YouTube to preserve it for all time.
Nice.
I haven't uploaded any Rando seeds before. That was the first one. It was that bad.
Wow. I feel like when Twitch came up with the idea of having its videos expire after a certain amount of time, YouTube just kicked themselves in the head so hard. Why didn't we think of that? Sal turning around just as Sasquatch did, can make the same Fendrana play most likely.
Oh no, Uncle Reggie, I'm so sorry.
This, by the way, is where you see a key difference between normal and random elevators, because in random elevators you would definitely go the 2 extra rooms just to see where that elevator goes.
Oh yeah. That bad, huh? Well, welcome to biohazard containment. Oh no, this is research lab Aether.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Hydra.
I mean, this room is kind of like biohazard containment.
Yeah, it's actually Hydra, not Aether.
Yeah. There is a super tank here. You're very sad when there's something there and you can't get it.
Yep. And especially if you don't have X-ray either, so you can't even see what it is.
Yep. 5 missiles. Very reasonable.
There was a memorable race in the 19 tournament where someone saw a suit in that tube and had to backtrack for it much later with supers, only to make the despairing discovery it was gravity, not phazon.
I thought that was MQB, and that was...
No,
I thought that was...
Hydra.
Really? Oh, there's another... Oh. Because it also... That same thing also happened in MQB.
Well, in a certain percentage of seats, something like that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed a lot of players go to the trouble of unlocking that door. Personally, when I have space jump, I just take the same route to east as I take to west.
Oh, you're looking at South screen. Oh.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so Sasquatch is probably going to show us Observatory Dash now, even though he has Boost Ball. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, this is a tricky dash for new players.
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets a nice first try.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's tricky because it requires you to understand the finer mechanics of dashing. You need... Oh, and he misses the R jump.
Sasquatch.
Oh. But it does require you to understand the finer mechanics of dashing. Namely that you need to press the B button for as little time as possible to get maximum height.
Yeah, it's one of the only major dashes in the game where we really need that height.
There are a couple. This is the most common one for new players to struggle with. Yeah. That new players will actively try and struggle. There are some dumb ones, of course, like Spinner Skip 2 and Geothermal Core, Ship Dash, or some other irritatingly precise dash. This is the one that's most useful for new Rando runners.
Yeah, it's useful for everybody because this dash is so much faster than the intended way.
Oh yeah. This seed is okay, Nemo. I played worse just before this even.
Yeah, we've been discussing some cursed seeds. This is definitely not one.
Yeah. We're still looking for Phazon soup.
Nemo is our community's cursed seed collector. He has a document that he adds new ones to. So, on Sasquatch's screen we get to see the glorious planetarium that hardly ever makes an appearance in these runs.
I honestly forgot that's what it looked like. The last time I saw that was when I tried to climb this room NSJ. It didn't work, by the way. You can't... I don't think it's possible to climb this room inbounds NSJ.
Yeah, it is not possible. They were explaining it to me after the race because I had tried to do it briefly, and they said even if you do solve the puzzle, there are jumps in the top half of the room that can't be done.
I did solve the puzzle, and then I discovered the jump.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we get fight skip.
If Sasquatch just takes it slowly, he'll get it.
Yeah. So
the seed Nemo's referring to is it was bad. Space Jump. It was enforced NSJ because Space Jump was in Magma Pool. Boost Ball was in a bad place, and so was Varia. There was no real way to get to Magma Pool except the intended way. That seed was not one of them. There was a required half-pipe bomb jump. Or maybe it wasn't. Yeah. The seed. I think the seed just might have been busted, but still doable.
Yeah, in the old days of Rando, there was no logic, so people had to use every trick in their arsenal. We have it much...
Oh, this is not one of those seeds. This was a fairly recent seed.
I know, I was just pointing it out because it was similar.
I mean, fair, but still. This seed
Okay,
was theoretically beatable, and I did, but I had to do some awful NSJ strats, like escaping from Phazon Processing Center with 21% strats.
Oh, wow.
It was a mess. Apparently, the actual strat I was supposed to do was get space jump really early by doing a really dumb double bomb jump from out of the lava. I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, it's
actually.
not easy.
And I was playing on console, so oops. If I could save state and try that, I would have, but
Right.
Oops, Nintendo owns all the way, I guess. Anyways, enough about my misfortune. So I was picking up Ice Beam. Sasquatch is about to exit labs.
Yeah, we'll see what's in research core here. So, will you get it or not?
Probably.
I certainly would, because it makes some things quite a bit easier, but there's nothing you technically can't get without it.
You need, since if you have space jump and you know your dashes, you can skip grapple in every use case.
Yeah.
But it does require knowing like quarantine monitor dash and magma pool, which are pretty hard dashes for newer players. So,
oops. Yeah, and the thing in upper gravity chamber can be notoriously hard to get without gravity.
Oh yeah, that too.
So yeah, even with the slowness of getting this item, it's worth doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the vanilla grapple room has an artifact, so it's nice for getting out of there. Yeah.
While successfully exiting that room by the morph pipe. Not easy to do.
It's not terrible. It's just a bit slow without boost.
No, I mean not just taking the morph pipe, but not falling off as well.
Oh, it's not terrible. Sasquatch is taking this over here. Right, this is another... This dash can be bad. Sometimes.
Yeah, with practice it's not so bad. But,
yeah, though I have been struggling with it recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's with the more seeds you play, the more you find that your skill at certain tricks seems to come and go.
Hmm.
For a while there, I was never being...
Does Sasquatch have gravity? Yes, he does. Validator, yes!
All
yes!
Right. It's useless, but we like it.
I mean, if you don't have supers and it's Exo's on its power phase, you can damage Exo.
Huzzah.
This is the one use case we have ever constructed for it.
And we have tried valiantly. I saw a race recently where someone tried to flamethrow OP just to see what would happen. Nothing.
I tried flamethrowing Ridley today. It didn't work.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Sasquatch is out of E-tanks. He has 66 energy left. It didn't damage Ridley for me, Nemo. I can tell you I flamethrowed Ridley and it didn't work.
Sasquatch skillfully climbing the room here.
Yep.
This is another
place where jump.
Useful, but sometimes, in fact, it's less useful than just knowing the space jump climb.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, we get to see plenty of frozen pirates on Sal's screen. Ah, and he gets to see what the item is.
Oh, what? Sasquatch actually has 4 E-tanks.
When did that happen?
Because I saw Prime. Something is happening with his display. He must be on an emulator.
Oh yeah, there was a Nintendo Power comic of Metroid Prime. That's funny that they would have her use flamethrower, because in theory it ought to be pretty cool, right?
Yeah. No.
It's funny, really, because in almost every game, a flamethrower is one of the best weapons. It's just in this one that it fails.
Yeah.
Axiom Verge, for instance, the secret ultimate weapon in that game is flamethrower under a funny name.
I don't know what that was, but it wasn't anything relevant.
Looked like a missile to me.
Yeah, Sasquatch could easily get it.
Yeah, with gravity it's no trouble at all.
Oh yeah, right. Had to pick that up without gravity suit today. No, wait, I had gravity. What am I talking about? There was an E-tank there in the Enforced VMR seed, but I had gravity, so it's fine.
Yeah. The point, though, is valid, which is that even if you don't have gravity, there are some fairly simple jumps you can do to escape.
Well, I don't know about that second one.
Yeah, second one can be a pain. I find myself struggling more with the third, but regardless, once you practice, they're not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Sasquatch trying to do a fancy little jump here. Oh, and he gets it. Okay. That's really obnoxious to get sometimes because those flicker bats just don't end up on a good cycle sometimes.
Yeah, they can interfere with a lot of different jumps in these rooms.
Can confirm HLA
I have that
hat.
problem in
Can confirm.
Ruined Courtyard sometimes.
Current IGT PB is 106.
Yeah. Rocky today.
Nice. Nice, Predator.
No, not on Sasquatch's side, at least. Yeah, come to think of it, he could have done that quite quickly.
Yeah.
Now, let's hope he doesn't regret that.
Mm-hmm. He just might think he has to fight the artist before to get Quarantine Monitor, which you don't. Oh, he can't get plasma processing. He doesn't have plasma to get out of there. I hope he remembers that. He did just save, actually, so it would be not the end of the world, but it would still be exceptionally unfortunate.
Yeah, that's one of the counterintuitive things Rando players have to get used to. The fact that you need the beam that's normally in there to get out of there.
Don't even joke about that, Reggie. It could happen. Tired noises intensifying.
Having a great time with these flying pirates today.
Yeah.
With all the missiles he has, I would have gone with rapid fire missiles instead of trying to nail them with ice.
If you get them if you can see when they're doing the missile attack, they sit still for ice. So, fair enough.
Yeah, and you have to deal with the missiles.
I mean, Sasquatch has 5 E-tanks still. He's fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm still thinking as if he had been down to 1 E-tank before, but he never was he?
No, yeah. I'm sure he could find a way, Nemo, but we just don't really get to see that room. Well, actually, I wouldn't know because I never go in that room anymore.
I see Sasquatch follows my philosophy of if one of those Triclopses grabs me, I'm getting revenge.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah.
And Sasquatch going directly into this area. That is phazon mines. There we go.
Mines is usually the last play we make because all the other areas are either, well, in Magmor's case it's small, and in the other cases they have denser checks. Fewer
Mine is
requirements.
pretty good on. Mine is pretty good on checks, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And I will go into Fendrana first with plasma.
Yes, I
But
would say plasma makes the difference.
yeah. Mines is also difficult, but
Yeah.
honestly, it takes a lot for mines to be in logic as well.
Yeah, lots of requirements. But also, the more you play mines, the less you fear it.
Yeah. Alright, nothing in PPC.
Wonder if we'll get a monitor check, a quarantine monitor check on South Side. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. You can actually jump over this fight trigger for this elite pirate here, but fair enough if you don't know it. It's a bit finicky.
I didn't know you could do that. Interesting. I knew that you didn't even. Yeah, I knew you didn't have to have the fight if you didn't want to. You can climb the room, but I didn't know you could avoid the fight trigger.
Oh yeah, no, you just jump over it. It's great.
One more trick I have to learn. Great thing about Rando races, you learn something new every time.
Sasquatch looks like he's going directly for the ditch.
Questionable play because he still has phase on his side.
Yeah. It's fine. He finds... Like, he doesn't have to backtrack here unless he gets really desperate for phazon, which, you know, could happen.
Oh yeah, I know what he's doing. He's making the checks as far as he can without plasma, and then he's going to backtrack.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, PPC is rough, NSJ. I didn't even have to do full 21% strats. I had, like, Spider to skip half of it. Still had to do a UBJ off of onto some support struts in the back of the room to get out.
This will be interesting. Sasquatch doesn't have to fight this guy until he has plasma.
Yep. Can't remember if this the trigger in vanilla is plasma or having plasma or having gotten the item in plasma processing. In Rando, it's either it's changed to having plasma, but yeah, there are a couple of layer changes tied to picking up certain items in certain rooms.
Yeah. For instance, getting the item in plasma processing does change the regular pirates in PPC into beam pirates.
Yep. It's one of the reasons why you don't like pick up PPC unless you have to.
Yep. But the other reason is just it's a terrible check.
Oh, Sasquatch getting debated there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not a good maze.
No. It is always such a pain to have to do a bad maze just for a bad item.
Yep.
But once you kill the invisible drone, you're committed. Unless you're incredibly careful in the next room.
Yeah. Do enough runs of Prime Mayo, and you will get another sub 20 maze.
Yeah. So we are getting a quarantine monitor check.
5 missiles.
And it's a missile.
Woo!
Sasquatch has been lucky with the checks he skipped today.
Yeah. And Sal not bothering with Rock Monster.
Yeah. That may or may not pay. I mean, it's a slow fight, but they have power bombs.
Yeah. Hey, Captain, we have a seed, I guess? It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not fabulous, but I played much worse today.
Yeah, it's certainly not up to the standards of the awful 2.5 seeds we've been seeing.
Yeah, we're still looking for Plasma and Phazon, but nothing's been in terrible locations yet.
Yeah. Now, if Thardus does turn out to have one of those, then that could change in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bit of theater we have to go through every time. Deactivating the force field and letting the Metroids fight the pirates.
Yep. If you're fast, you freeze one of the Metroids as they come in and you dash off with it.
Yeah. The Metroids in this fight sequence just spontaneously explodes. I'm not sure what causes it.
Yeah, it's strange. Metroids just do that for some reason.
Yeah. That's the real reason that the Federation is so worried about them being at large. They cause glitches in the universe.
It's much harder to tell what the item is if it's a dark item, like non-missiles.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh. Well, we found Plam Sabine. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Last possible room it could be in mines.
Yeah, this is the deepest in the game it can be. Oh.
That's real special.
Yeah, this seed just got significantly worse. Oh.
And Phazon could still be anywhere, whereas if the item it found here had been Phazon, then the places for Plasma would still be pretty limited.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do now, Sasquatch? Carry on, or go back up?
It looks like he's committing to the rest of lower mines, which fair enough.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
thinking? Alright, going. OP with Phazon wouldn't be that bad, honestly. You're already here. You might as well never have to worry about this place again.
Yeah.
Honestly, MQA is the rudest, most insulting place for Plasma to be in. There's worse locations like Biohazard Containment and Training Chamber, but MQA is just the most insulting place.
Yeah, that is the game giving you the finger. Ooh, this is rare. We don't often see Phazon actually hurting the player in these rando seeds, because usually you have it by the time you get down here.
Disagree. If you have roll seeds like me.
Now, the thing the players have to be careful about is that Phazon does damage faster and faster the longer you stand in it. So waiting is okay, but staying in it for any length of time is very hazardous to your health.
At this point, you can stop caring about logic. Phazon is just going to be somewhere.
Yeah. There's no strategy. Just got to make every check.
Yeah, you don't even bother. I wouldn't. I do not worry about thermal in this situation or whatever missing item, unless it literally prevents me from getting the item if I don't have it. Well, Phazon can't be here. This is the one location in the game the Phazon suit can be. Not thermal. SMH my head.
Just a missile there.
I had another atrocious seed where thermal was there. Phazon suit was an MQB, and I didn't have supers.
Oh no! That is genuinely horrible.
I didn't finish that seed.
Yeah, I don't blame you a bit. Sasquatch showing off an alternative way of killing Metroids, which is a fully charged plasma shot. Handy to do. You have it? As a purist who came in with the NES game, I've always found it a little irritating that you don't have to freeze Metroids to kill them in this game. But if you can do it, why not?
Oh, Sasquatch has 3 missiles. Yeah, okay, completely fair to take the refill here. You don't see this very often.
No, but it's handy.
You only really see it if the game's being a jerk about drops.
Yeah. I actually used one last night, and I do it so rarely that I forgot you can skip the little cutscene.
Right?
Yeah.
Item here is 5 missiles. Count 'em and weep.
Nemo's quite right. If pirates fall in phase on, they die instantly.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, they're not wearing armor. It's their problem.
Sal's skipping the awful last jump of lead process or ore processing,
Yes, that's a nice little trick.
and it's just an artifact. Oh, right. We knew about this.
Yeah, that's why I was curious what Sasquatch would do, because he knows he has to do the upper half at some point.
Yeah, he was definitely Oh, and Sal fell, which is unfortunate.
Better call Saul. Like Sal's going to make the other checks in this area.
Yeah.
Not too
There actually is a Rando change in 2.5 here. In main quarry, that there is a force field there you're supposed to deactivate to then go into this sort of loop Sal's in now. But in 2.5 now, if you come into this area from the back, that force field will be automatically put down.
Yeah. It's a patch that Ultima Naruto made a while ago, but it's just now been implemented.
Yep.
So Sal going to do a boost, what do you call this again?
Just an infinite boost clip.
Infinite boost, right. As opposed to infinite
Oh!
For some reason, people are picky about that.
Oh. One, I am behind. And two, the seat is cursed.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Ugh.
Mines is definitely where the action is in this seed.
Well, Sasquatch is going to be fighting OP now because it's faster to fight OP than backtrack out.
Yeah, backtracking through here is painfully slow.
Take a guess, Tokapa. Take a guess.
Yes, Sasquatch has indeed had some luck on his side this time.
Mm-hmm.
Thing about luck is someone's got to have it, and someone's got to not have it.
If OP has thermal, that's the ultimate insult. Wavebuster and PCA too.
Yeah, we're running out of useful things for them to have.
But like
All
every
right.
major item in lower mines.
Successfully doing the thing where you skip the cutscene fast enough that OP doesn't activate.
Yep. So now Sasquatch is taking advantage of an AI flaw. OP
Yeah.
and all elite pirates have to look at you head on to do anything. Unfortunately, Sasquatch got spotted.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. OP is
Yeah.
so big. You sometimes underestimate how much you need to turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna go for the trooper skip. Trooper skip almost never happens, but it's pretty cool when it does.
It's not super rare. Although Sasquatch was way early on it. It's pretty consistent if you know the timing. And it's not too tight, it's just unintuitive.
Huh. I thought it was like flyby skip levels at rare.
No. It's much more lenient than that.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think Sasquatch knows the AI manipulation. Or maybe he does. I guess it just doesn't matter for him at this point.
What manipulation do you mean this time?
Getting OP to spawn in the pool you wanted to.
Oh, by staying halfway between the other two, yeah.
Yeah. And OP will never spawn in the same pool twice.
Yeah.
He might have been too far away. Yeah, Sasquatch was too far away.
I feel your pain, Sasquatch. I recently, it turned out I was out of practice with this fight, and so I had several attempts that did not quite succeed. Fortunately, OP has the good manners to kill his own helpers if they get in the range of a wave quake.
Friendly fire is enabled on the server. So the timing you want is, that might be it? No. So, you want to be under OP to lay the power bomb when he does that, starts lifting his head. He'll basically succeed every time. Well, not basically every time, but that's roughly the timing you want. Where? Good thing Sasquatch has the 50% damage reduction. This would be taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I needed so many tries that one time. What was I gonna say?
Lucky shot.
Yep, but can't argue with success.
Yeah.
By the way, Interslice, I agree. Just the other day I was wondering, it's funny that we see people always circle to the left, not to the right, and here we see anything happen.
Thermal. Oh.
Ah, well.
It's gonna be on, like... Biohazard? No. I don't actually know where it'll be.
Could still be in PCA.
Thermal was on Elite Research? Oh, that's pretty insulting.
Oh, yeah.
Sal has it.
Sal has it. So, still a fair bit to do for Sasquatch. He has to go get those artifacts, one of which is in plasma processing, which is always a pain.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Sal has to do the bottom half of mines, so...
And only has one more artifact to show for it, so... This is Sasquatch's race to lose. I'm sorry.
Oh, and he may be making a bad move right now.
Oh, and Sal's leaving mines entirely. Ooh.
That's probably not going to work out well for him.
No. Maybe he's just going to do Life Grove Tunnel.
Yeah.
Or Life Grove. But he might be want to go back in Chozo to get the miscellaneous checks there. Ooh.
Yeah. I had that same awful thought.
Oh, and he's also thinking of Frigate too. Oh, yikes. Ugh. Well, this happens sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know why he's doing it now, because he doesn't have plasma, and he knows that if he goes too far into mines, he needs plasma. So he's going to try the more likely, he thinks, locations first.
Yeah, unfortunately, this seed is the seed.
Yeah. Another one about which you can say, I made this with pride.
I made this decolon, or colon, I don't know, send help. Colon D, that's the one. Why isn't Sasquatch going for storage depot B? Oh. Is he... I guess he's thinking...
The only thing I can think is maybe bar skip, because he knows he has to go to Life Grove.
Oh, he has to go to Life Grove? Oh, this makes sense. And yeah, he's just gonna get this and go through front of mines. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah. I mean, I could certainly see doing it the other way, but this works if you're confident you can do bar skip quickly.
I mean, he just has boost ball.
Yeah.
He can do bar skip.
No, he can't. He would have to come up from the other elevator.
Oh, I'm saying... So one thing is he gets plasma processing and then comes back.
Oh, okay, that's also... Yeah, that would work too. Yeah, lots of ways to route this. None of them particularly nice because they aren't in nice places.
No.
E-tank for Sal.
Nice.
Does it bother anyone else that the item in that thing, the holder that it's in, is slightly off-center?
I've never noticed this, and I'm going to forget this, so I don't ever have to.
So instead of fighting ghosts, which nobody likes to do, Sal is going to do an escape. You can get there several ways. Simplest is just to do a straight L jump, but push R in the middle. But
I think the easiest way is to just do an R jump.
well, if you're good at R jumps, then that's the easiest way. There's also a combat dash, which is the way I first learned how to do it, but that one, much like the root cave dash, requires you to wait until an enemy is in the right position. Sal getting LGT'd again.
Life Robo Tunnel is the worst room in the game. I am not accepting any debate or questions about this. And it looks like Sal is casting himself into Frigatory. You hate to see it happen.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, rodeo jumps.
Oh god, leave that cursed past behind us and just slice. Sasquatch is missing a couple of artifacts, that's it. Sal, unfortunately, did not go to Lower Mines and is missing everything he needs to beat the game, which is Plasma and Phazon.
And the tragedy is that Lower Mines is where those things are.
Plasma processing, or not plasma processing, MQA has Plasma, which is the worst, which is not the worst location in the game, but it is the most insulting.
Yeah.
Oh, it is both Metroid quarantines. Ew, I don't like it. I made this.
That's funny. I hadn't noticed that. Sasquatch doing the slope jump to get onto the top of this block. One thing that I do sometimes when you fall, you get stuck for a second, and if you morph and grab Spider at that moment, you can get on the block. So that's a good way to save an attempt. But so far, even that hasn't happened for Sasquatch.
Yeah, look, he's doing his second jump a little early, and he wants to move forward a bit. You can delay the second jump a lot longer than you would think. Like that. That works. With that timing.
Now we're about to find out what's in Biohazard.
Wavebuster, let's go.
Oh, actually, maybe I just missed what was in Biohazard.
Oh, we did. Dang, he's going the wrong way. There we go, he gets it.
Just
those missiles? Dang. Whoop! The lava is hot.
Yeah. This room is absolutely huge, by the way. Look at it on the map sometimes.
Yeah. Sasquatch is now going towards... I thought he was just going to turn around and go to, mines that way. Oh, I think he's realizing what he wants to do. Yeah, he just realized what he actually wants to do.
I have recently developed the ability to go through that room without dropping the rock on the Megmore every single time, but it's just so satisfying.
Mobile autocorrect is a great force, but it must not be used for evil. Sal's showing off one of the climbs for this room. Oh, wow. That's... Of course you can just do that. Okay. I jump onto a rock, Sal's standing next to, when he actually lands on the spot. I actually make an intermediary jump here. Although this does look a little trickier to get the momentum needed to get to the stand-up spot.
I do a climb that I picked up from Inner Slice where you just double jump left of the door and keep pushing. And when you get a good distance up the slope, morph and roll in a couple of certain ways, and you just get there easy as you please. Inner Slice is amazing. He knows all the tricks.
He beat me today, that's for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to poke that wound.
Nah, it's fine. I blame Essence for that first and foremost.
Essence is absolutely cursed inherently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sal making the back Chozo checks.
Yeah. Not gonna be happy with this one. Sasquatch? There we go, he just had to be a little farther back. Did not get bullied by Metroids, which is impressive.
Yeah, that was the rare layer of that room that has both Metroids and Beam Pirates.
Yeah, the Beam Pirates don't reappear after you leave the room the first. What a wall boost! Okay. But yeah, those pirates are only there in the first time you're through that room. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In any percent, you actually see that room with both layers active. Only for like 5 seconds because you're falling from the middle door to the bottom, but and you go back through the room with the to climb out to leave mines, but where is Sasquatch going now? Oh, he's going to Life Grove, right?
Yeah. Where's that last artifact after Life Grove?
Elite Research? Or did he already go through there? I'm just not paying attention. Root Cave. Oh! Okay, yep. Okay, yep. For some reason, I didn't see Elite Research for whatever reason. It's late. I've been playing this game for like 6 hours today.
Sal getting gold to no avail. Since Samus does get bowled so often by Chozo statues, perhaps they could give her a cameo on The Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, no! No! Yeah, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Oh no! Sal didn't quite make that last, oh, okay. Sorry, I thought he was going the other way. Now Sasquatch gets to skip Life Grove proper because he's got everything he needs.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything else.
It's Sasquatch. It's late for me too.
Are you also Eastern Coast?
I am, yes.
Ah, same. It is 1:30 a.m. here.
Yep.
I'm just tired always. Nemo is my secret.
That could only have been better if you had been talking to Captain MD, so you could have said, "That's my secret, Captain." So Sasquatch in the home stretch just needs to make his way back to Root Cave.
I think it would have been faster to just go out through Overgrown Cavern. Yeah, I think it would have been faster.
What, you mean through Frigate?
No, you just go out from above the front side of Frigate.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that would definitely have been faster.
Maybe Sasquatch is also eastern.
Oh, and he forgot he has to have this fight. Yeah, you can skip every ghost fight after this one in this room, but you can't skip through.
The only way to not be tired in 2020 is not know what's going on.
I've heard it suggested that for the rest of our lives, 2020 is going to become an adjective for things that are just so messed up and crazy. Boy, it's getting real 2020 out there.
But enough about 2020. The seat is not nearly that bad. No seat is that bad.
Oh, poor Sal, on his way to make the Tower of Light checks.
Ooh, wow, I didn't even think of that. Oh.
Yeah.
2020 tears become the millennial version of Cassandra's tears. Is that what's it? I think. I'm tired and I'm Biggle. In that order.
Mayo, not even in jest.
Am I DCR? Not currently. Only part-time. I think all the life has left my voice at this point.
Diggle, where did you see that comment about Cassandra's tears? I don't see it in chat.
No, I just said that. Not a chat message.
Sorry, it sounded like you were answering. Yeah, Sasquatch will probably feel a little silly when he remembers that there was a shorter route.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
Yep.
Sal is... Oh. Wow. 110 missiles and yet you have 0. Ugh. I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. Maybe he should go up and get that missile tank at the top.
I think Sal is now out of checks. Except for, like, Thardus, but I think I think Sal would do lower mines first.
Did I miss him checking what was in Tower Chamber?
I'm assuming we both did.
Okay. Tower of Light and Chamber are always pretty desperate checks because there are so many requirements for them.
Or you just have wave and you don't care about requirements.
Yeah. But I mean requirements restrict what can be put there in logic. So.
True.
Especially Tower of Light, which requires 40 missiles along with everything else.
36 missiles all told.
Yeah, but you can only get that by having 40.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably see a fully vanilla climb here, because Sasquatch has both grapple and X-ray. We all love to show off knowing where the platforms are, but if you have X-ray, use it.
Yep. Yeah, no, things can be put there. It just usually ends up being artifacts. Almost like there's 6 of them. And there it is. The 6th one. We can go home now. Alright, just double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is done.
Yep. So all that's left is to fight the 3 notoriously difficult casualty final bosses, but with all the stuff that these guys have and the experience they have, it is not a difficult fight.
Ridley dashes 18 times in a row. Exo Subchamber 4 is just a mess of beam changes, charges, and super speeds. Essence does infinite pool skips, literally. It is actually possible for Essence to do exactly that and just skip pools forever.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have never seen it happen, but it can.
Yeah. Ship save at 131. That's not great, but it's not bad for 2.5.
Yeah, I'd take that time on a 2.5 seed.
Yeah.
I think I did take that time today, actually. Twice.
Very literate joke there, Interslice.
Prime race condition.
Here comes the number 1 with the 3 big fights. Meta Ridley. Do you think it's safe to say that Samus never met a Ridley she liked?
I'm leaving.
Good night, everybody. I love how sometimes Ridley just clips right through the wall. He doesn't care.
Oh, he always does that. I actually have a funny story. So there's a group of people out there working on rebuilding Prime to run natively on Windows, Mac, and Linux. There we go.
Right, you are.
And Antidote, one of the lead developers of that, has been troubleshooting this fight, trying to figure out why Ridley keeps clipping through the floor in the buildings. And he was watching my stream and discovered after months and months of work that's just vanilla behavior. Ridley just does that. He wasn't... I don't think he was happy, but he was... Maybe he was. I don't know. He did say he was laughing and crying in his chair. So, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah. Well, I can see the programmers at this point in developing the game trying to cope with making sure Ridley doesn't hit anything and just not bothering.
Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty certain development was very rushed. At this point, you can actually look. So if you compare like an early game boss like Flagra to Exo, Flagra is organized very neatly in terms of code, like very well optimized, not a ton of function or a bunch of. It's very clean from a programming perspective, and Exo is just a hot mess of spaghetti. Yeah, this is the same seed. Sasquatch went the right way, Sal did not.
Yep, that's just how it is sometimes.
The Rando rub.
Sal also just about died just now. Must have had a rough time with those flying pilots.
It happens. You can join the Prime modding Discord, HLA hat. It is open. An open public server.
Yeah, I'll pick up an invite. Hang on.
Yeah. Anyways, Ripley. We'll never see him again, especially not Prime 3 twice, yada yada.
It's gone for good. Okay, this should do.
Oh, Sal went back to Thardis. Ooh.
at least he's going to show us what's on the big boy.
5 missiles. There's nothing. Well, Thardus could have Wave Buster, I guess.
Yep. Sal remembering too late that he has power bombs.
Oh, shame. Sal got last eaten by Plasma and Ghost in a previous tourney race? Oh.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Meanwhile, Sasquatch...
Well, Sal's gonna get last location again.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, we did end up seeing all bosses. This seed, even.
Yep. Meanwhile,
Great
Sasquatch also has the power bomb, but he's saving it for the essence fight. Looks like he's taking the missile refill too.
Fair enough.
You do blow through a lot on Ridley sometimes.
Yeah. I have 90% runs. I rarely enter EXO with more than 2 missiles. Sometimes 0.
Yeah.
On another note, orb attacks suck when you don't have anything.
Sasquatch skipping the spider puzzle that nobody in the community ever does. One thing I like about that spider puzzle actually is that it looks like they were starting to have some of the ideas that would bear fruit in Prime 2 with boosting off one spider track into another. It's just they haven't actually got there yet.
Yeah.
Alright, so Metroid Prime Exo. If you're up this late to watch a rando race, you probably know how this goes, but power and ice in the first chamber, then power and wave. Then he adds ice in the second, plasma in the third, and then in the fourth he goes great.
Yeah. That's the gist of it. This fight sucks, though. Never forget that.
Lots of RNG, but not quite as much as in the Essence fight to follow.
Essence can be managed, and you can actually manage RNG in EXO by hanging out next to it. There's an AI manip where if you stand next to EXO, EXO will always claw you. And this keeps EXO still, prevents him from doing stupid attacks like this ice laser attack, or the homing projectiles, or the orbs.
Yeah.
And it makes it very easy to hit EXO with like Ice Beam, for example.
Yeah, which is otherwise famously the hardest one to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Though frankly, I think power without super missiles puts up a good fight.
For
in being bad to hit EXO with.
At least power moves a little bit faster.
The
ice is
uncharged power is nice and fast. The charged power is so slow.
That's fine. But Mayo, they added Metroid Prime to Super Smash Bros. Already. This is a playable character in a sense in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Good night, Captain. Have a nice night. Yeah. I can't believe they added Metroid Prime as a playable character.
I believe what Diggle was trying to say in a cheeky way is that Dark Samus is Metroid Prime. And so
yes, that is in fact the joke.
Sasquatch about half done with EXO now.
Sal, in fact, receiving 5 missiles. Well, we won't have seen Wave Buster at all, so where?
Yeah, that's still a mystery.
I'm legitimately trying to figure out what check we haven't seen that could be Wave Buster.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm not sure either.
It must be some obscure check in mines, right? Oh, it must be like Storage Depot A because Sasquatch wouldn't have checked it and Sal couldn't.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, that too. That's another check it could be.
Harbor Chamber.
Yeah, it is. Could even be Chozo Ice Temple.
Yeah, the ones in Finra.
Yeah, just random locked or obscure plasma check. Obscure air quotes, I guess.
Yeah. It gives casual players so that they get lots of backtracking to do once they get the final step.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Sal finally heading back to mines. Not going to be happy with what he finds.
Yeah. No, not Spider Guardian, no.
That orb, rather? Oh, maybe he got it.
Oh, so I think Sasquatch was too far back there for the snipe. You do have to be behind a certain point. Oh, rude. Wow.
Yeah.
The Womble combo. You do have to be behind a certain point to get the charge shot. Or the charge snipe. I don't know what the correct term is.
Yeah, the timing is a little different for every beam with the snipes and the turnarounds.
Yeah. But generally you want to be standing behind the troughs, I find. That's the visual cue I use.
But I can never tell if I actually got it until I see how much damage it takes to make him shift phases again.
Hmm.
Now, if this were the last phase, he could just ignore those orbs, but they're still going to hit him this time. Fire. That's risky because if Sasquatch kills him while there are still orbs in the air, then those orbs will hit him in the cutscene and leave him on fire after it. So we gotta watch out.
It's not a good scene, to say the least.
Why would you bring the cursed name of Spider Guardian to this happy place?
Oh no, Sal's getting bullied by the turrets here, the firing squad.
Yeah. They can kill you surprisingly fast if they get the chance.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite little factoids about the game, though, is that this scan point that disables them is the same one that disables the turret close to the start of mines. So if you have already scanned that, then this one scans instantly.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, Essence.
It's just cool.
Terrible fight right here.
Yeah.
Only visible to one visor at a time, but you can damage Essence without having the appropriate visor.
Yeah, he doesn't.
However, there's also an invisible trigger around Essence, or the Exocorpse there. And if Essence is within that, Essence just won't lay a pool like it is right now. And sometimes you lose races because of it.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm not sure I would have won anyways, but I certainly wasn't winning after that.
Yeah. Not the first race Essence has decided, but it won't be the last.
Just garbage blocking stir. Just Essence kept hanging out near the Exocorpse.
Meanwhile, Sal just made his tragic discovery.
Yeah.
He's reacting in the way of Rando players everywhere.
I sense a great disturbance in the force. Can't even speak anymore. So yeah, Sasquatch can use a scan visor here to look for Essence. It's not great, honestly.
No, it's almost never pays off. If you have the energy, then you might as well take the chance. If you're low on energy, trust me, don't take the chance.
So we saw Sasquatch doing attack cancels a little bit earlier, just by tapping the A button as Essence recovers from an attack. Essence is corrupted to only do a certain amount of attacks per pool. So by doing this, you can make Essence leave the pool much faster. Now, Sasquatch did want to hold the fire button for a little less amount of time, but this is fine too. Sasquatch can get his attack cancels down.
The trick I recently learned is that you want to fire when Prime's chin sort of returns to its normal state.
Yeah. Is he out of power bombs? Yep, Sasquatch understands his attack cancels. Yeah, I think Sasquatch can unload here and get it. Or not. Oh well. Nah, he was consuming too much phase-on per shot. Oh well.
Yeah.
So the pool cancels there, you fire a shot and at the same time you walk out, and the phase-on you're shooting isn't consumed from the pool, so you can make one pool last for much longer.
I believe in a test setting you can actually kill Essence in only 2 pools by using that
Yep.
really...
That's correct. I think Viapron's done RTA once or twice.
Wow.
It's like above and into the
Sasquatch can just unload that, but you have to find Prime first.
Didn't find it.
Nope. But once you see fission Metroids, that's the cue that your next time you can just unload the whole pool into them.
Yep.
There are also several safe spots in the room that you can stand where the quakes will never hit you, but Prime itself will still hit you if it wants.
Yep. Oh no, I think we're gonna get full skipped here.
Oh, that would be awful.
Yeah, too close to the body. Yeah, there's a certain route you can stand out and hang out on, and away from the corpse.
Yeah.
And it's generally fine. Essence is a bad boss.
If you stand at the top of the slope, that works too.
Yeah. Oh no, Sasquatch just. Okay, I think Sasquatch is trying to manipulate it to go.
Yeah, but unfortunately, trying to manipulate Essence is somewhere up there on the level of rain dancing. No! Another skip! Essence, I have to say, is a pretty awesome boss casually. It's just that the more you fight him, the more you realize the flaws of the fight. It certainly makes you work more for the final victory than Super Metroid does, despite giving you that last-minute upgrade just the same way. Sal about to make his second awful discovery of the night. Amazing. Essence is in an invisible phase again. Finally. GG. That was frustrating just to watch. I can only imagine how frustrating it was to play. So we should be getting Sasquatch in here for an interview soon. Sal has seen his horrible discovery. Oh! There's that just went out. Okay, well, I'll hold the fort till he gets back.
Hello.
Hello, Sasquatch. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
That may be the worst Essence fight I've seen in my life, although Diggle had a worse one just today that cost him a race, so he may disagree when he gets back.
Yeah, that essence was pretty terrible. Exo was a little trolly too.
Yeah. Diggle at the moment is not here because his internet has gone out, but he should be back in a minute.
Okay.
So, what do you have to say about that seed?
I'm so glad once I got plasma that I went through Phazon, deep Phazon.
Yeah. It's funny you should say that because your opponent didn't, and that's made the difference between you two.
Oh.
It was
All
painful
right.
just to watch Sal turn away, but he did not get plasma, and so he searched the whole rest of the game before making those Phazon Mines checks.
Where's he at right now?
Right now, he's nearly at OP. He did finally go back to deep Phazon Mines, but only after he ran out of other places to look. Tragic.
That missing that root cave dash at the beginning.
Yeah.
It sucked to route that back in at the end. I was not happy about that.
Yeah. We figured you would probably realize at some point that there was a faster way back, that, like a way that brought you closer to Root Cave. When you got the second last artifact, which was in Life Grove, you could have taken the upper elevator and just gone back through Overgrown Cavern.
Yeah, I was wondering if that would be faster, but I just took a gamble and just went with it.
Okay. So you just forgot Root Cave then, or?
Well, I was just trying to figure out what's the fastest way back, and I just happened to pick going through Chozo.
Okay, so something you said a minute ago made me think you might have forgotten it, but I misinterpreted you. It's late, as Diggle and I have been saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what time zone are you in?
Mountain, so it's about midnight for me.
Okay. It's more like 2 a.m. for us. The late night race, anyway you slice it, though. Well, Mythin, nobody has to forfeit. It's entirely within your rights to complete the race. It's just not typically done. Diggle is attempting to say something. We'll just see what he's saying. That's too bad. Yeah, it looks like Diggle may not be back. Well, anything else that you found interesting in that seed?
Not really. I felt my routing overall was pretty good.
Yeah, you noticing that you made some you got some good luck in a couple of places. There were checks that you didn't make, which we knew from Sal's side had nothing in them.
Yeah.
For instance, we were wondering why you didn't do the missile wall in Ruined Gallery.
I am pretty sure I did I not?
No, the wall was still intact. If you get that item, the wall remains broken thereafter.
Huh, well, okay.
Yeah. Worked out well for you, though. These missed checks did not turn out to be important this time.
Yeah, luckily.
Yeah. Sal, just about done with OP now.
Hi, I'm back. My, I don't know what's happening.
Welcome back, Diggle.
Hi, Dick.
I had to turn my phone to hotspot to make it work.
Oh, we're about to see where Wavebuster was. Crossway.
Oh, and Sal has forfeited from the race.
Yeah, I can understand why he would want to do OP after coming this far.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey, Sal.
that was a seed, huh?
Yeah.
You know, that honestly wasn't terrible, but what annoyed me most about myself was that instead of going for Chozo checks, I decided to get mines, and then I would come out main quarry and do back talon and frigate stuff. I was in mines. All I had to do was go 3 checks deeper. I would have had plasma, Phazon suit, and been done this seed.
Yeah, and I'll give you 3 guesses what your opponent did.
Went deep mines right away.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what made the
Yep.
difference, I'm afraid.
Because I still would have had to go get 2
It's
artifacts
perfectly
and do
reasonable.
final bosses. So
Yeah, it's perfectly reasonable to have made that decision because MQA is literally the last place the plasma can be.
yeah, but I didn't want to backtrack.
Yeah.
It was it mainly came back to like I really didn't want to backtrack all the way through most of mines, but the more I think about it now, it's not actually that far.
Yeah, well, it's happened to all of us at least once, that the thing we needed was 1 check past where we stopped looking.
I feel like I did pretty good other than that.
Yeah.
Other than like missing when I found plasma, because like I had every like last location like pinned on emo track. I'm like, okay, plasma can't be there because that's like plasma lock or there or there. So I did like every other check, and then when I ran out of them, I was like, oh my god, it's in mines. I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, we could practically see those thoughts going through your head.
And yeah, as soon as I realized, I was like, oh. And what a spot for Phazon suit. MQB, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was pointed
Wow.
out in chat that both Metroid quarantines had something important this time.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Yeah. We're all pretty tired, so we should probably wrap things up now, unless you guys have anything else important you want to say.
Nope, that sucked, and I did a dumb.
I feel ya.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
we
have
all feel
anything
you.
else.
Yeah, GG's.
All right, so I'm going to post the links in the chat. So
Yeah.
follow our runners, follow our trackers, follow our commentators, and also join the Discord because we have a ton of fun in this community.
Sometimes. Sometimes bombs aren't Thardis.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, as miserable as a race feels at the time, afterwards you got a good story to tell.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I guess
I'm
that's it for tonight. So thank you all for coming. We've had a good time. There's more races to come this week. Not too many, but a couple more. And yeah, so I guess see you next mission, everybody.
Yeah. I'm gonna go collapse now.
Good night.
Sleep well, Nigel.
Night, everybody.